Lewis, your fifth win around here and your third Grand Slam in Formula One as well. What is it about this track?
I don't really know. I don't have any feelings towards Grand Slams. I don't like that's usually used in tennis, isn't it? But
it shows a dominant weekend though, doesn't it?
yeah, definitely. It's been remarkable. It's my 10th year here and 6 poles and 5 wins. So it's got a great record here, and I think I've been very fortunate to work with incredibly intelligent and hardworking people who have helped me elevate me to the top step, and it's a track that's really boded well for my driving style and both in wet and dry. So really happy with how I was able, how I performed today, and the strategist did an amazing job with the decision in terms of the right timing of coming in, and the guys in the garage did a fantastic job with the stop. So it was really just a very, very on-point weekend for the team and us together.
I was going to ask you that. Was there a discussion about coming in when the virtual safety car was out? Because obviously Ferrari chose to come in at that point, you guys didn't, and that ultimately could be what won you the race today.
There wasn't a discussion about it. No, they said stay out. So, which I think I honestly think that at the time that was still the right decision because of the tyres that I was on, and the track was, being so cold and still wet patches. It's a gamble which we didn't really need to take. We're in the lead. I don't think it was a gamble we really had to take to switch tyres. They had to try and undercut, so they had to take more of a risk. So I think the decision was obviously perfect, and and I'm so happy we got our first win of the year, and I can't believe it, if I'm honest. So happy, and looking forward to the next one.
That was going to be my last question. What does it mean to you and the team to get this win back after what happened in Melbourne?
What I said to Sebastian as I left the last race, it was really like the following hours after the race, and I was fine after the race, but following hours as the burning pain inside of losing a race, saying I'm coming back for you in the next one. So when I got on the podium, it was like, I told you. I'm
nice little bromance going on there.
No, there's no bromance. I don't know what the word is for that competitive, but hugely respectful competitiveness that we have. And I'm really looking forward to more and more battles with him.
Yeah, not surprised. 7 titles between them. The interviews coming in thick and fast. Here is Max Verstappen, again talking with Rachel.
Max, a fantastic start, and then from 17th to 2nd in 11 laps I've got written down here. What a fantastic performance.
Yeah, that was not bad, I think. I really enjoyed the first lap where I passed 9 cars. And then from there onwards, I think some good moves as well to overtake. And then I was a little bit struggling with the balance of the car because yesterday I didn't run a lot, of course, in qualifying, so I didn't really have a good picture of it because we changed a lot from FP3 on the car. And I don't think it was perfect in the race, especially with the cold temperatures. So this track is already a lot of understeer, and I got even more. And then it was just trying to keep the left front alive, and it was just very hard. But of course, very happy to stay in third.
Just talk me through the 5 closing stages of that when you were behind Romain Grosjean, obviously sounding quite frustrated on the radio because it does make it more difficult for you if you're following behind him. He was quite a way ahead though, wasn't he?
Well, 1.5 seconds is not that much, and there were blue flags all the time, so it's disturbing. As soon as you get into 2 seconds, and especially with the car balance, which is already on the understeer side, it's horrible. And I think he had no one in front, and there was no one behind us, so he could have pushed also after, behind us. But at the end, it didn't damage anything in terms of my race. But it's not ideal, so we need to look into what we should do with those cars in terms of blue flags.
Just finally, that battle with Daniel at the end, it was quite tense and nervy for us watching. What was it like in the car?
Yeah, it was not nice because I didn't have a perfect car balance. Then it's not really nice to defend. But we managed to hold on, and it was a good race for the team as well.
Great job. Sebastian, it was a great comeback from choosing to pit under the virtual safety car to finish 2nd on the podium, but the win was there today, was it for you?
Well, no, we didn't win, so arguably it was.
Had you not pitted under the virtual safety car?
Well, I don't know what happened then, but I think we saw our chance, and I think still believe it was a good move. It was risky, but I think it was the right time. The track could do it, but then we couldn't benefit from it because we had safety cars straight away. The restart was tricky because my tires were obviously 2 laps cooler than other people's tires. And then I got a bit stuck, but that's what the race was then, and I think 2nd was a good recovery.
We saw some overtaking Some nice ones from you too. Bit of wheel banging with Daniel.
Yeah, not intentionally, so maybe we need to get used to the wide cars, but I had obviously a worse exit because I was going around the outside. But then I had the inside for the next corner, so that's why I went for it, and it worked. It was good fun. I was a bit afraid that there might be some damage, but I think both of our cars were fine. It was just wheel-to-wheel racing, what it should be.
Just finally from me, the laps you were stuck behind Kimi when he was having problems with his car, was there any option?
No.
You didn't ask to be let through. Do you think the team should have let you
They
through?
asked me if I'm faster, if I can go faster. I said yes, I can go faster, but I said as well, I answered straight away that Kimi can go faster too. I saw that he was putting pressure on Daniel, so at that point, obviously, you need to fight with both cars, and I don't know what happened later on if Kimi had some trouble, but I think for us it was a good recovery from a team point of view. Could have been maybe a bit better with both cars ideally on the podium, but overall I think it was a fun race. Thank you.